Hi guys. Okay. Welcome to another lecture in the series of lectures on critical approaches to literature. Just for a quick recap, we had started uh, discussing the Platonic dilemma, and within the Platonic dilemma, we were trying to talk about the major critical questions. Now, one thing we already established was that the major critical questions need to be normative rather than descriptive, and then we were trying to identify the categories or the types of critiques activity um, when coming up with these major critical questions. Because of course, when even as a student, if you're supposed to be um, criticizing something, and when we say critically approaching literature or criticizing literature, it also means just being able to understand it, right? So I was saying that, so we had established that there are five categories: ontological, functional, normative, descriptive, psychological, and appreciative. Um, I had already established what the functional type means in the lecture before this, and in this one, I'm going to be talking about appreciative. Um, Now, appreciative generally means feeling or showing some kind of gratitude. So, appreciative criticism then is a form of evaluation that focuses on identifying, understanding, and highlighting the strengths or positive qualities and potential in a piece of work, rather than solely focusing on faults or weaknesses. It is a constructive approach that aims to foster improvement through encouragement, recognition, or effort, and insightful analysis of what works well. For example, if you were to talk about this book called The Unauthorized Life of Ted Hughes by Jonathan Bates, The Independent, the publication, wrote for it epic in both scale and voice. That's appreciative criticism. Here, the role of critique is just to appreciate the piece of literature. Similarly, this one I quoted when I was talking about functional too, but this is what I mean when I say it can overlap sometimes. For example, Daily Mail wrote impeccably written when they were talking about the namesake. Again, just appreciating, right, the way that piece of literature or work or novel, whatever you would want to say, has been written. Uh, when it comes to appreciative, when it comes to critiques activity being appreciative, um, it does mean that the critique will, in their criticism, even if they're aware of the flaws, they will hide the flaws. Or they will, more than hide, they will not shed light on the flaws. Uh, like, for example, if for the namesake a critique is saying impeccably written, they're not uh, they're not shedding light on any of the paths that perhaps uh, are not so perfect. They're merely appreciating the piece of work. um, Now, this appreciation, again, which we already established when we were talking about the Platonic dilemma, cannot be autobiographical. It cannot be, I feel that it is impeccably written, I love this text. No. Because right now we're talking about critical approach to literature. So it cannot be a first person thing. It has to be based on, you have to augment an argument for this kind of criticism. For example, if you're saying impeccably written, then it needs to come with details of how is it impeccably written. Um, is it the words? Is it the grammar? Is it the way the story has been connected? Things like that. I think that's about it for uh, trying to explain appreciative criticism. If you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up as well as subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also, perhaps press the bell icon to stay updated on whenever I drop a new lecture. And don't forget to do the task in the description below. We'll come back with another lecture soon, and yeah, and just feel free, guys, to ask any questions that you want to in the comments if anything does not make sense, if anything feels too difficult to understand. Anyway.